Four Paths police in Clarendon are trying to ascertain the identities of two persons whose skeletal remains were found in bushes in the Yorktown community on Sunday. A post-mortem is to be conducted. It is reported that about 11:40 a.m., a resident stumbled upon the remains in bushes. The police were alerted and the scene was processed. The Spanish Town police are probing an incident in which an 81-year-old medical doctor was attacked and injured by a knife-wielding man said to be mentally ill Monday afternoon. It is understood that shortly after midday, the doctor was at her medical practice on Martin Street in Spanish Town when she was attacked by a man who used a knife to slash her in the face. The man was held by citizens and badly beaten. He was taken to Spanish Town Hospital where he is being treated. The injured doctor was attended to by a fellow practitioner and treated for her injuries. 3 men were shot and injured during a drive-by shooting at Burnshop District in Lawrence Tavern, St. Andrew, Monday morning. The men, one of whom the police believed was the target of the gunmen, have all been hospitalized. Reports are that around 8 a.m., a silver Nissan Bluebird drove up and several men inside opened fire on all 3 men. The vehicle then sped away from the location. The injured men were rushed to hospital where they were treated for gunshot wounds to the abdomen. No motive has been established for the shooting. A businessman was shot and killed at his establishment in Runaway Bay, St. Anne on Monday. Police have identified the deceased as 36-year-old Dwayne Wilson, otherwise called Baghdad or Chris, of Runaway Bay in the parish. Reports from the Runaway Bay police are that about 3:25 a.m., Wilson was at his establishment when a gunman came up to a window on the building and opened gunfire at him. An alarm was raised by residents and the police responded. On their arrival, Wilson was seen inside his establishment with gunshot wounds to his upper body. He was transported to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. A man accused of attempting to steal 2 cows has been hospitalized after he was beaten, tied to the animals, and dragged onto the Winston Jones Highway in Mandeville Monday morning. Preliminary reports are that sometime after 9 a.m., the man was held by a group of people after he was seen with 2 cows believed to have been stolen. It is understood that the man was intercepted by the group and led through Marshall's Pen onto the Winston Jones Highway, where it is said he was tied to the animals and pulled several meters. Police had to rescue the man and transport him to hospital. A police source said a manhunt has been launched for the injured man's accomplices. Manchester has been grappling with predial larceny, with police reporting that up to April 13, 11 people were arrested and charged in relation to the theft of animals and agriculture produce. Investigators in the St. Catherine North Police Division have launched a murder probe following the fatal shooting of a man along St. John's Road in Spanish Town Saturday night. He has been identified as Garfield Edwards of Newland District, Portmore, St. Catherine. About 10:50 p.m., loud explosions were reportedly heard along St. John's Road. Upon arrival of the police, Edwards was seen lying in a passageway with gunshot wounds to his upper body. He was assisted to the Spanish Town Hospital where he was pronounced dead. A motorcar believed to have been driven by the deceased was recovered from the scene. No motive has been established for the killing. A 21-year-old man was shot dead in an alleged confrontation with an off-duty policeman in Savannah Cross, Clarendon on Saturday. He has been identified as Alex Williams of Savannah Cross. Police reports say both men got into an altercation and Williams attempted to use a machete to chop the policeman and he was shot. The incident was reported to the Inspectorate of Professional Standards Oversight Bureau and the Independent Commission of Investigation. Senior Deputy Director of Public Prosecutions, Claude Thompson, has been appointed to act as the country's chief prosecutor for a period of 6 months. Her appointment took effect on Monday, April 22. Governor General Sir Patrick Allen, acting on the advice of the Public Service Commission, made the appointment Monday morning. Ms. Thompson's appointment as acting DPP has been formally gazetted. Ms. Thompson's appointment became necessary following Friday's ruling striking down a second extension of the tenure of Paula Llewellyn as Director of Public Prosecutions. Ms. Llewellyn has since indicated that she's unable to carry out the functions of the office at this time. Member of Parliament for Clarendon North Central, Robert Morgan, has resigned as the head of the Public Relations Committee of the Jamaica Labour Party, JLP. The confirmation came Sunday afternoon following the JLP's Central Executive meeting at their Belmont Road headquarters in St. Andrew. The JLP said the post has not yet been filled. The party also said Homer Davis, Member of Parliament for St. James Southern, and Audley Gordon, Executive Director at the National Solid Waste Management Authority, also resigned their Deputy General Secretary posts. Deputy Mayor of Kingston, Councillor Delroy Williams, is the new Deputy General Secretary in charge of Area 1, while Deputy President of the Senate, Charles Sinclair, will take over as Deputy General Secretary in Area 4. Another major development was the appointment of Darrell Vaz, Member of Parliament for Portland Western, as the new JLP Treasurer. Vaz replaces Senator Aubin Hill, who has been reassigned to the party's secretariat, where he will oversee strategic development, among other things. The Central Executive is the JLP's highest decision-making body outside of its annual conference. Sunday was the first Central Executive meeting since the local government elections on February 26.